Exercise 10.21, comparable calendar date. We want to suppose that a class calendar date has been defined for storing a calendar date with month, day, and year components. A class should include the following members. Our task is to modify the class to be comparable by adding an appropriate compareTo method. Dates that occur chronologically earlier should be considered less, so this is like a -1, than dates that occur later, and this would be basically a +1. If they're the same, we can say that they're like 0. That makes sense. We can assume the dates are constructed as the following right here, and so now with that information, let's get into it. Since we know we're going to return something between -1 to 1, we're going to have a public int, and we're going to call it compareTo as requested. And inside of here, we're going to pass our calendar date, and we'll have date here. So remember, this is a method that's going to go inside of this class with all these other methods. So inside of here, we want to compare the passed in date to our current date. And if the date that's passed in is greater than our current date, that means it is from the past. So we want to return -1. So what we'll do is say if, and remember, we want to compare these, right? So it should be something that's negative. So if this .year is less than the date that's passed in .year, then we want to return a -1. Otherwise, let's copy this actually. This is pretty good. We'll do else if this .year is greater than date.year. We'll change this though. This is going to be 1. And this ideology you can continue down here. It's going to be the same thing, except for instead of year, the next thing is month. So we'll do this .month, and then date.month, and then this .month, month. Once you get it down for one of these, you essentially have it down for all of these because it's month and year and the actual day itself. So this last one we're going to change to day. Now don't forget, if everything is equal, we're going to have our last else statement where we return a 0. That's pretty much it. We can close that off there. Press submit and see that we have an issue. It's always because I misspell calendar. And so we'll fix that spelling issue. We'll run our tests, and we've passed 6 out of 6. So that's going to be it for this section of chapter 10, these exercises. Comparable calendar date is the last one.